Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to anybody who's joining me tonight. Just doing what I watched in September. Let me just pull up the app here on my phone through Letterbox real quick here. I'm not going to go in order, and then we have time tonight. I know Sevrin's doing a little bit of sale. I was looking on it earlier today. I'm not going to get anything. Don't worry about it. But I saw some stuff that's cheaper somewhere else, and I hope everyone's having a good Thursday evening and stuff like that. I know it's later for other people on the other side of the country. Good old warm one here in California and stuff like that. What's to be expected? This is a weird state. Sorry if you see the reflection of my Niners hat here, reflecting off my bright red name right here. Makes my skin more redder than it already is. Do apologize for that one. I basically have the good stacks right here of what I watched, and I'll get into it real quick. It's not a lot here, you can say. So I say stacks. It's more a stack and a half. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, got 18 to show off here. And I'll just go ahead and start real quick. Thank you, whoever's joining me for this. I appreciate it and hope everyone's having a good evening. So let's go ahead and put me wide full screen here real quick. Sorry if you hear maybe the fan in the background, stuff like a little bit over there. If you kind of still hear and stuff like that, since I'm in full screen, I'll go back and then maybe turn it off if you're hearing some extra stuff. So let's go ahead and start with the heavy hitters. Absurd. I gave Absurd 3 stars and a heart. Basically a Halloween 2 ripoff. Mr. Eastman here. Directed by Mr. D'Amato, I believe. And just looking real quick here. Because they go by different names, which I never saw the point for that. But, I mean, it's a good film. It's a good slasher, in my opinion. It's a great Halloween 2 knockoff of a film and stuff like that. There is, Edmund Purdom from Pieces plays a priest in this. It's pretty good. I like it. And then this cop that's trying to figure out this stuff. Good kills in here. There's a kill that takes place in an oven that maybe goes a little bit too long than it should, but I really liked it a lot. That's Absurd. And this picture kind of says it all on here for the Sevrin release. Good release by Sevrin. Great special features on it. And yeah. So this collection right here. So Forgotten Jolly. So this one is volume 2. This one has The Girl in Room 2A, The French Sex Murders, and My Dear Killer. All of them got 3 stars and a heart. I'm pretty generous with these Giallos and stuff like that too. My favorite one probably is The French Sex Murders. I like the ending to this too. Good kind of scenery and stuff like that. The way the kills are done, it's almost like it kind of repeats itself. I kind of like that. But if you can get this cheap and stuff like that, and you're into Giallos, I wouldn't start with films like this if you're trying to just get into the genre. But yeah, I would recommend these. They are what they are. 2 of them in here, the girl in Room 2A and also The French Sex Murders, are directed by the same director. Yeah, Dick Randall. I did both of these and stuff like that. And one of them, I think The French Sex Murders, has an interview with his wife or his widow in this case too. There's other films I want to check out from him and stuff like that. The Girl in Room 2A I kind of like, but Randall's endings are kind of trippy. It's very Grindhouse-like film. So, okay. Then this bad boy from the late great Lucio Fulci, Manhattan Baby. I liked it. It's almost a take on. It's a possession film. It's done like set in Egypt. This family's over there and stuff like that. And the father stumbles upon something. He gets this jewel. I think it's called the Eye of Evil. That's what it's called in here. That he gets from this pyramid, from this burial and stuff like that. His friend, or not his friend, but the guy that's guiding him through there. So it's like, I'll go with you and stuff like that. Goes, checks it out. There's a good scene in there. Typical Fulci death in the film. And then all of a sudden this blind woman comes up and gives this girl right here the talisman. And then it kind of goes crazy from there. It's one of the last great, or let's say very good Fulci type of films and stuff like that. I really dig the music. The music in here is killer. This pretty much makes the film and stuff like that. It's a kind of slow burn and stuff like that. And you have a scene back here with that character right up there in the top left there. Yeah. And you'd have to kind of see that. That's a taxidermy gone awry, in my opinion. I liked it a lot. I gave it 3.5 stars and a heart on Letterboxd and stuff like that. But yeah, I like Manhattan Baby. I'm trying to get mostly all of Lucio's films and stuff like that. I like him over Argento. I like him kind of both, but Fulci's different. You know, he's more gothic, he's more horror, in my opinion. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'll do one more here and check the chat real quick to see if anybody's here. And this is a part of the Giallo Essentials yellow set, which Giallo means yellow in Italian. What have they done to your daughters? A good film. There was a better one that Brad, 4K10 Revival, mentioned too, that the same director did, called What You've Done to Solange, I think it is, and stuff like that. I wouldn't call this a sequel film, but it's kind of like that. It's this it's been a minute since I've kind of seen it. But let's see. Some certain information. Basically, they find this teenage girl who happens to be pregnant. Like, it looks like she hung herself in this place. Doesn't turn out to be the case, and this detective is trying to figure out what's going on. These girls are kind of like, it's like a slave trade type of a thing and stuff like that. It's a good film for what it is. I like it a lot. Yeah, I gave it 3 stars and a heart. I liked it a lot. It's a good film by this director. This director died in a car accident, or so a lot of people say. There's some controversy behind that. But yeah, that's what had they done to your daughters. I did my Giallo Wednesday on this film right here, if you want to check that out on my channel. Oh, no problem. No problem there, Corey. Thank you for just stopping by. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hey, no problem there, Gizmo. My favorite director there. And yeah, it's no problem. Thanks for stopping by. And yeah, say hi. That'll support helps. By the way, we're up to. We are up to 70 subscribers. I'm highly blessed and highly appreciative of that. I just do this for fun, just so you all know. Just for the love of film and love of horror, love of everything else. And I like sharing this with you all. And that's the thing. I love showing these films with you all. A lot of these are first-time watches that I'm showing you right now. That's what I'm trying to go for, because I have a shitload of stuff over here. A shitload. I shouldn't be buying anything, to tell you the truth. I have a shitload of stuff here that I have to watch. And this channel has given me, it's been a blessing. This channel has given me an excuse to watch this stuff. I highly appreciate it, and really gotten into this genre. I cannot thank Dirk and Gizmo and Darren, a lot of these dudes, enough for this, and I highly appreciate it. Sorry about that. There's a truck kind of going on, and you kind of hear some stuff right there. Those good old air brakes. You can still hear it. Hey, Reed, thanks for joining, my friend. A.K.A. Spicoli, a.k.a. 4K Action. Hell of appreciated. Great vid, dude. Great vids that you're doing. I like that. I like that you kind of do that and stuff like that. Show off those awesome steelbooks that you have. So that's great. Great stuff. Check him out. Who have Spicoli's channel, Reed's channel, Spicy 4K Action. Check him out. Very cool, dude. Hey, Pat, thanks for joining my brother. Really appreciate it. You always here, and I really appreciate it. Thanks for the support. And thank you a lot for the support very much. I really appreciate it. Appreciate everybody's support. Just a little channel here. I don't care about getting big and all this stuff. I just do this for fun anyway. I could give 2 fucks about getting monetized. I really could. Excuse my French. That's just the way it is. I really don't. So, all right. Let's just continue on here real quick. Go full screen one more time. If I wanted to go 1080p, I have to go to like a premium program through a StreamYard. That's not happening. Okay. So, move this little stack here to the side here real quick. Conquest, directed by Lucio Fulci. I gave it 2.5 stars. Done 1983. This is a good sword and sorcery film. Very much Beastmaster-like. Yeah, the start of this film is really trippy. I almost thought something was wrong with my 4K television. There's not. There's not. It gets better as it goes along. Typical Fulci, typical gore. There's a scene in here with this semi-naked woman that gets, I guess you can say, drawn and quartered in a way. It's done in typical Fulci style. They even put zombies in here. So yeah, Fulci definitely has his touch in this film. This is a little underrated fantasy horror-ish type of a film from horror-ish type of a, don't flag me please, type of film from Lucio Fulci. Like I said, try to get all this stuff in. Everything I've seen from Fulci, I have loved or liked a lot. I mean, you can't miss with him as a director. You never could and stuff like that. So very good and stuff like that. Bare bones special features on here a little bit. It is a Code Red release, so I don't know if this would benefit from a 4K. I really don't. Just the way it's done and stuff like that too. And but yeah, that's Conquest. Then this bad boy, Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker. There's another name for this. I forget. If Texas ever comes into this chat for the stream tonight, he can let me know. I gave this 3.5 stars. This is a slasher, but it's really trippy. This has a very young Bill Paxton in it. It has Susan Terrell in it, and Jimmy McNichol. And then I think that's the same as Jimmy McNichol because I recognize him. It's that dude right here. Basically plays a corrupt piece of shit detective. This movie goes off the walls, batshit crazy in a way I love it. I love it a lot. It gets to become a slasher more towards the end of the film. I love the music for this. I love the score for this. Yeah, basically Susan Terrell is this guy. His name's Billy. His character's name's Billy. His aunt, who his parents die in a very horrific, cool car crash death scene in here. You find out that she was part of that. A little bit of spoiler here. Then you find out something later about her that kind of shocked me a little bit. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Highly recommend if you can get this, get this. If it's available in the sale, get it. Same thing too, kind of bare bones released by Code Red, but it still has some special features on here and stuff like that too. Highly recommend this. That's Butcher Baker Nightmare Maker. Let's see. Now we're coming to the good old G shit. So, Last House on the Left, finally. A good release by Arrow Video. This is a re-release Blu-ray for them. Since this one, yeah, so it's a re-release Blu-ray from them because they had another one with the slip-in course like that. This great edition from Arrow, of course, has great special features on here. One earlier interview with the late great Wes Craven and stuff like that. You get to see him when he was a young buck with that awesome hair and mustache and all this other stuff too. Yeah, this is the OG. This is where this home invasion, rape, revenge stuff starts. Very good. David Hess, really one of his all-time greatest performances, if not his greatest performance. He plays a bastard here as the Krug character. The junior character I liked. His other buddy and stuff like that that's in the suit. I really liked him. I forget his name. He's really good in this. The parents are very old school. I love kind of films like this done in this time. You have bumbling officers. That brought it down a little bit for me. I gave it 3.5 stars and a heart. That's the thing. If you don't have the bumbling police officers, one of them being the one dude from Karate Kid, Mr. Sweep the Leg. What else can you say about this great piece of cinema history? That's Last House on the Left. Love the remake too. I did not get the Arrow 4K of the remake because I have the Blu-ray, the unrated Blu-ray back there. Hasn't been opened yet, hasn't been used yet, so I'm kind of good with that for now. I may wait for a sale for that. And I got this too wrong on Letterboxd, so I'm going to skip one of them because they called it Late Night Trains. It's not called Late Night Trains because there's different names for it. The Night Train Murders. I gave this guy 3.5 stars and a heart. So this is neck and neck with Last House. I did a versus video one time because I know Dirk and Darren did their, had the heavy hitters on there saying which one was better. I kind of like those streams. That's pretty cool. I love them both for what they are. I edged Last House by like a little bit, but there is the scenes in here on the train with the two girls and the pieces of shit that are there is almost category 3 like, or cat 3 like. You all kind of know what I'm talking about with that, when a knife is used, and it's highly quotable. It's viscerally awesome. It's very brutal. I really like it a lot. It makes me feel, whatever film like Last House did and like this film did, if it makes me feel dirty, it makes me feel like a bad person, you have to reassure yourself that you're yeah, I'm a good person. I'm a good man. I would never do that. I would never do that. Yeah, but yeah, that's Night Train Murders. I mean, highly recommend picking this up if you all haven't had it yet. If you like this kind of stuff, I highly recommend it. I like R revenge, capital R revenge types of films and stuff like that too. So yeah, it's Night Train Murders. I still need to watch because I have it. I Spit on Your Grave. I didn't have a chance to do the watch along with Dana when she had it going on her stream. That's disappointing, but I will get to that. Sorry, guys, I lost my letterbox on my phone. I need a new phone too, by the way. It turns out I'm going to need a lot of newer stuff. I was watching The Shining yesterday. That was part of my 31 Days of Horror. I'm just going to say that real quick. And my Sony can play 4Ks up to a certain point. It's one of the lower end, I think, Sony 4K players. I've had it for a few years. Yeah, up to a certain scene, it froze up. So I had to stop it and restart it. Then it just played fine through the rest of the thing, because you can kind of hear it rev up a little bit. And I'm like going, yeah, here we go. So it happens. So, okay. There's that. Okay. Excellent. Texas, my brother, thank you for showing up, my friend. Texas is making his own channel. He's also on Gizmo's Something Wrong in My Collection streams and stuff like that, too. Him and I have the same type of taste and stuff like that, and he has good suggestions, too, for older films that I haven't seen yet either, so check him out. And Mr. Oates, thank you for showing. I appreciate it. Always supporting these streams all over the place. Everywhere and nowhere, the legend Hollow Notes. Thank you for joining, my brother. Appreciate it. Mr. Gomez, thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. Yep, got the thing in the popcorn. Get the popcorn ready, and yeah. Oh, yes, fun for the kids. Last House. Yeah, definitely. Like I say, the scene with the parents and the daughter and stuff like that, noticing that she's not wearing a bra and stuff like that, I think that's pretty hilarious. Just they're all kind of just doing their stuff and what have you. I think it's pretty funny. Yeah, so it's pretty. So good stuff. Moving right along here. Excellent. Everyone just saying hi and hopefully having a good time tonight. All right. Now we're going to the heavy hitters and Giallo, in my opinion. This is also from the Giallo Essentials yellow set. That's Torso. Sergio Martino's Torso. This is my first Martino film. This skyrocketed it up to top Giallo for me, because this is more of a slasher. I love this film. I can rewatch this film a few times. Specifically, basically the final girl, basically that's what she is kind of injured and trapped in this house with this killer in this house. You get to that point, it's very good. Not like hide her in the house type of a thing, don't answer the phone, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. It's really good, claustrophobic like, cohabitation type horror slasher, as Brad likes to call it. That's Torso. This is a great release from Arrow and stuff like that. I would pick this up on 4K if Arrow released a 4K of Torso. It's very good. There's a few more from Sergio Martino that I need to check out. Your Vice is another one Dirk highly recommends. He likes that film a lot. And Case of the Scorpion's Tail, that the original Fuzz did, which he said was pretty damn good too. So there is a set there, but it has one of the Martino films that I have in one of the, I think it's the Arrow black or white set, one or the two essentials, Giallo essentials. So yeah, that's Torso. I gave that 3.5 stars and a heart, but that kind of skyrocketed up. That's up there as my top favorite Giallo. I'm not going to do that stream yet. There's a shitload more Giallos I need to watch, but that will happen. That will happen. So excellent. So that's Torso. And this guy talked about this last stream of The Pope's Exorcist. Yeah. It's a good film. I gave it a 2.5 stars and a heart. I gave it the heart for Russell Crowe and the boy that gets possessed by this demon. I recognize the voice, but it is haunting. It's very good. All takes place in this this old school, awesome looking house in Spain, and then it gets a little bit too Conjuring universe like for me. Like I say, Russell Crowe kills it as this part. It's based off a true story of a priest that worked on exorcisms for the popes. And it has a quick special feature on here. It's a bare bones studio release, talking about him a little bit, actual archival video talking to him and stuff like that. It's good. If you can find it on streaming service, check it out. That's The Pope's Exorcist. But like I said, it got a little bit too adventure or Conjuring-like to me, and there's kind of a little bit stupid comedy that didn't need to be in there. The possession stuff is great. I'll give the possession stuff is kind of top tier for me, specifically the voice. When the voice takes over, when the demon takes over this boy and stuff like that. Great acting by him. Great young actor. He is. I forget his name right now, but it's very good. Highly recommend just for those scenes alone and stuff like that. But you'd have to watch it for yourself and see what you think. But yeah, that's The Pope's Exorcist, so not too bad. And then this guy did for Fulci Friday at one time. That's New York Ripper. That was a second time watch for me when I did this. Yeah, I love this film. This is top tier Fulci for me. I gave this 4 stars and a heart. Nothing is perfect, but this is really good. I know Darren kind of wants to do a stream of pieces versus this and stuff like that. I can go on the pieces side too a little bit, but this is great Fulci. This is great Fulci. This is Fulci kind of at the peak of his directing powers, in my opinion. So it's very, very good. Highly recommend New York Ripper. It's almost based loosely. I believe I've said it before that Fulci's done his research probably on the Times Square killer. I think this is pretty kind of loosely based on that serial killer, that person. Highly recommend this. You can get it with the slip, cool. But yeah, that's New York Ripper. And to a banger, to another banger, probably the best, the best Bigfoot movie I've seen. That is Night of the Demon. Yeah. This picture pretty much says it all. Great back of that and stuff like that. But yeah, Night of the Demon, very good. Like the slip too. I think that's very cool. He uses that axe for a second. It's a slasher. It's a Bigfoot slasher. Some dude gets his nuts ripped off in here, who happens to be a porn star. Got a porn star to do it because they talked to the director or the producer. But the producer and the director didn't know. He's like, forgot almost completely about it. Didn't even know there was a cut of this film, which stuff that they added in. Great special features on the Sevrin release. If you like Bigfoot films, yeah, I was put onto this, of course, by Brad. For Kid 10 Revival, of course. And then I'm like going, and it was on one of the last Sevrin sales, and got this for like $20. Why not? It's Sevrin. It's a good Blu-ray. Has great special features on it. If you like Bigfoot films and you want to get freaked out a little bit during this time, I do think it's funny. There's a shit going on in a van and stuff like that. That's a weird, trippy scene in there. You all know what I talk about. It's kind of drawn out like a little bit when it shows the naked woman's face and stuff like that a little bit. So, but yeah, awesome film. Love to death. Is it a masterpiece? No, but who gives a shit? It's still fucking fun. It's great. Specifically, all that shit that goes on like in that basement area. I mean, it's so fucking good. But yeah, that's Night of the Demons. Great stuff. And then another giallo, which I thought was okay for what it is. A strip nude for your killer. This is almost a WTF giallo type of a film. Of course, it stars the very great, sexy Edwidge Bench. Edwidge Benich, I believe. Edwidge Benich. There's a good docu-series type of thing on here from the great Kat Ellinger. Talks about her career and stuff like that and film. And then she's an entrepreneur, really. And great for her. She's good in this and stuff like that. There's some softcore porn in this. Her her boyfriend's a piece of shit. Yeah, huge piece of shit. And the ending, I wasn't feeling a lot. So that's why I got down like a little bit. I just gave it 2 stars. I gave it no heart either. There is a kill scene where it's a couple. First, the wife gets killed. Or no, actually. No, that's right. Yeah, she gets a woman gets killed in the same house as this cheating ass fat ass husband is. Great actor, by the way. It's almost shot scene for scene, but with different people. I like that scene a lot. It's very trippy to watch, but it's good cinematography and stuff like that. Like I say, these Italian directors, they don't talk about this Italian director that much. But it's good for what it is. It's not for everybody though. But yeah, you have a person in this motorcycle suit and stuff like that, and an abortion is done at the start of this film. So I'm like, wow, okay, yeah, but they don't give 2 shits there in Italy during this time, and these directors don't give 2 shits. That's probably why I like them so much. That's a strict nude for your killer. Let's see here. Check the chat here real quick. Danny Bigfoot is my jam. Yeah, absolutely, Pep. If you haven't seen this, I highly suggest watching it. There's another one on. It's on Prime still. I think it's the Creature of Black Lake. I know Synapse has a release of that. One of these times I'll watch that. That'll probably be part of my 31 Days of Halloween. So I'll definitely check that out. Chris, just discovering channel watching on Bob Blu-rays. Great stuff. Hey, thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Oh, I know. I think I know who you are. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Like I say, I just do these streams every once in a while. I'm thinking, why not? Just to get it in here and stuff like that too, and stuff like that. But yeah, if you like what you see, subscribe and stuff like that. I'll find your channel, subscribe to you too, Joe. Great stuff. I appreciate you stopping by. Really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Just going through what I watched in this last month of September and stuff like that. We're almost in the home stretch here, and then we'll have time. We'll go see what's going on in the Sevrin sale real quick and see if I can give you all any recommendations here. Let's see. So full screen again. And this guy finally, the OG Wicker Man, starring the late great Christopher Lee, and probably the best role he's ever played in my opinion. And I believe he did this for free. Don't quote me on that. And Edward Woodward as a police officer or cop that goes to this island called Summer Isles to find out. He gets a letter that this girl is missing, so he goes here. They talk about Christian beliefs in here. This dude's heavily Catholic. It's heavily Catholic. He does the communion at the start. This is my body which be given up for you. I know that hymn, of course. I'm a God-fearing Catholic man. I know what it is, but they talk about Christian beliefs a little bit. It's a good back and forth between the characters. Of course, Lee plays Lord Summerisle. I like calling him Lord Summersole. It's a musical. It's a cult film. You start rooting for the people of Summerisle. Woodward plays a great, he just becomes a hypocrite real quick. You kind of root for him, then you root against him. Basically, to me, little spoiler, if you haven't seen this, it's kind of a setup for his character. Highly recommend this. I gave this 4 stars and a heart. It's a masterpiece of a film. One of these days, I'll do a versus video of this versus Midsommar. That may be very interesting to check out. But if you haven't seen it, which I'm sure you have, The Wicker Man, this is like a bare bones Blu-ray release. I've had this for like a little bit. This is the final cut version of stuff like that. There's like 5 different versions of this film, I think. The Wicker Man. Sorry, my phone jacked up here. People sending me stupid shit on my phone, texting me that I don't give a shit about. Okay. Then yeah, I finally watched this in the month of September. That's Sisu. John Wick going against Nazis. This actor is really good at playing this piece of shit like Nazi general or something like that. And then that guy right there in the back, which is what they call, it's a very John Wick type of a story. He's digging for gold in this area of the war. I forget what country it's at. But yeah, basically, the Allies are starting to drive back the Nazis, but the Nazis are doing a scorched earth campaign, and they're just running roughshod through everything here. So great settings in this film. I liked it a lot. That's why I gave it like 4 stars and a heart. And it's John Wick type of style. There's good kills kind of here in this and stuff like this. And the dude's like a flipping avenging angel demon type of thing. You can't kill the guy and stuff like that. There's a cool scene with these women that are held hostage here. He basically, he digs for this gold. He finds a shitload of it. The Nazis find him, taking it away from him and stuff like that. They try hanging him, thinking he's dead. A lot of stuff happens. There's a cool scene in this lake and stuff like that. They try to go in after him, blah, blah, blah. A lot of great stuff here. But yeah, that's Sisu. It's a great film. Cool steelbook and stuff like that. It's just my cover for it's all kind of warped and messed up, as you can see there on the crease on the side there. So, but yeah, that's Sisu. I like it a lot. Down to the final 3. So, this guy, Evil Dead 2. A heavy 4 stars and a heart. I love this film. This is the first time watch. I love Evil Dead 2. This is a batshit crazy, awesome film. This is what happens when you give an indie director like Sam Raimi, you give him the budget, and this is what you get. I love this. I love the ending. I love everything about this. Blasphemy kind of talking. I might like this a bit better than the original Evil Dead. Both of them have their place. They're both awesome films and stuff like that. Of course they are. But I love Evil Dead 2. I've stated it before. This might be the greatest sequel that isn't a sequel ever made. I mean, it starts out really quick. The practical effects at the time were flipping awesome. It never lets up. That's what I like about the film. It's not a slow type of a burn type of thing. It never lets up. It's flipping great. This is a great release by Lionsgate and stuff like that too. I got this out by Amazon, pretty good price. I think it was just $20 at the time with the slip and stuff like that. It's great. Evil Dead 2. The ending gets you prepped for Army of Darkness. So yeah, that's Evil Dead 2. Great stuff. Great stuff. Love it. And this is Gizmo's favorite Fulci film. That's The Devil's Honey. I like this cover better. It's reverse cover from Sevrin. The other one kind of, represents the film. This one represents it more. I like this cover a lot. This would be an awesome poster. This is a erotic thriller, in my opinion. There's softcore porn in this. Let's just get it down real quick. A saxophone player, obviously that's what he is. And his girlfriend, this lady right here, played by, Brett Halsey's in this. Good actor here. But let's just, his girlfriend, and I've never seen, there's a scene in here, I've never seen a sax used that way before. Him and the producer, I guess it is, that's mixing the music for him and stuff like that. There seems to be a tension between the two. They're lovers. It's a love-hate relationship, as it seems like, and stuff like that. There's a scene where he's riding around his motorcycle. She tells him to leave. This awesome house. I don't know how. I'm guessing it's his place, not hers. I don't really know. He's just saying, I love you and all this other stuff. He trips the bike over a rock he falls off the bike and hits his head on a rock. You're like, okay. He goes in, he starts playing. Then shit kind of gets off the walls. The surgeon, played by Brett Halsey and stuff like that. He's obviously a surgeon who's cheating on his wife. He has his kinky interests too. It's very S&M in here. There's a scene with a prostitute with him and stuff like that. I guarantee the author of 50 Shades of Grey had to have watched this film. She had to have watched it to get some of the shit in here, because her boyfriend's a narcissistic piece of shit, in my opinion, a huge one. And you find out a lot about what happens. I kind of like the twist towards the end here, because they go through a lot of flashbacks. But basically, he dies because he's thinking about his infidelity, because his wife finds out about it and stuff like that. So he's not all the way there. He ends up dying. She blames the surgeon for it. So she sets him up. She kidnaps him. There's trippy, freaky shit in this. She's naked most of the damn time. Gotta love it. She's really cute in this. In their full frontal glory. I gave it 3 stars and a heart. This is very underrated. I liked it. I actually liked it a lot. It's definitely hardcore erotic thriller here. It's very good. I don't see a lot of problems with it, to tell you the truth. There is a scene with a dead dog. It looks real. So I don't know if that dog was playing dead or not, where she buries this German Shepherd on the beach. And that goes, not to spoil it a little bit, but that scene comes out of nowhere. And I'm like, okay, what happened to the dog? So they kind of don't state that. But yeah, that's the Devil's Honey. I would recommend it if you like this kind of stuff. It's different, but it's Fulci. The producer of this and stuff like that, rich kind of family and stuff like that. So he got good backing for this. This is after he came back because he was sick. Good special features on here, of course, by the great Stephen Thrower, talking about that, because this was done, I think, in 86 or something like that. Don't quote me on that. 86. And he was sick for a while. And then, of course, he plays parts in all of his films, and he's like a person who sells trinkets or magazines and stuff like that, because there's a scene in Spain, it looks like, and stuff like that. I didn't recognize him at all. And he looked pretty good, but I did not recognize him when I saw him in the film. I had to look at the special features to spot out where he was. And, so I would recommend this if you're into Fulci and stuff like that. But yeah, The Devil's Honey. Stefan mentioned 2 films that he did before he got sick there, and then made that one. 2 of them look like slashers or something like that, but I don't know. You may have to quote me on that, find out what they are, because I forget it. Last one, watch this on the 30th of September. That's The Slayer, 1982. This predates The Nightmare on Elm Street. This is very good. I give The Slayer 4 stars and a heart. I like this a lot. It's a little bit slow and stuff like that. Again, all takes place in this. These couples go to this house. The chick that's kind of up here, she's a painter, and she has these dreams. You don't see. I mean, it's a spoiler here. It shows what the creature looks like, but you only see this creature like once. And it shows the hand going across her. Then she wakes up and stuff like that. She tells her husband that she's been having these nightmares and stuff like that. You find out more about her later in here. I don't want to spoil it. This is a great slasher. Was it paranormal slasher, I guess you can call it, and stuff like that. That's it's really good. A few things were taken from this film for A Nightmare on Elm Street. I'm just kind of saying that, specifically one scene where she's trying to stay awake. So not much to kind of say about this film, but that's a Slayer. This is a good release by Arrow, of course. So I'll show this is a rare one too, because it's kind of a 2-disc one, so it comes with the DVD and the Blu-ray. So. Hey, Brad, thanks for joining. Awesome stream y'all did with Pops and Tony. Highly appreciate it and stuff like that. And I mentioned you a few times with the stuff I reviewed here, stuff like that, and just going off the titles I watched in September. And that's it. So that's everything that I watched in September. A quick synopsis. Let's see. Some of these are bagged up, so these guys right here. These guys right here. guys right here. Definitely have to check out The Devil's Honey. I would recommend it, Joe, but like I said, it's not for everybody. It's kind of like a softcore porn type of a thing, almost like something you can see on Cinemax, but then it's more of an erotic thriller to me. It gets pretty sadistic and dark towards whatever they're kind of doing there. She's the scorned lover, man, is very, very good at what she's doing, what she's acting, because she's seeing these flashbacks when she captures him and puts him, chains him up in like the basement area of this house. But then you see these flashbacks of what she's doing with him, and you kind of see his true colors and what that piece of shit's always is about. The actor that played him too, he acted for a little bit. Then he was like a public official for a little bit. Then he died unexpectedly. So it kind of happens with that. Okay, let's see here. Kind of done with that. Just setting up the tab here to check out the quick Sevrin sale here. See what we got. Share this screen here. Share that. Make sure it's up, and it is up. Okay. We're just going to look at some stuff here real quick, see what's in the sale. So we're going to find out here. So some of these got dirt cheap. Day of Judgment, I haven't seen this yet. I've heard stuff about it. All the Colors of the Dark. This is cheaper on Amazon. I think this got down to $25 on Amazon if you're looking for it. That looks like a re-release because that's a blue one. Blue Blu-ray kind of case and stuff like that. Day of Judgment looks interesting. The day he came to collect his own. Give me a second here, guys. Just check this out here real quick. Of course, it's region free. So he's angry. Okay, it looks interesting and stuff like that. Buried Alive. And it's from Joe D'Amato. So yeah, Beyond the Darkness. Blu-ray only, and it got down to 24. So that's a good price for that. Save 31, stuff like that. It's Joe D'Amato. I know he's an interesting cat. So hey, if you can get it with a slip and stuff like that for 24, that isn't bad, but maybe you can get it probably better if you wanted to wait for another sale. Beyond the Seventh Door, that's the DVD, so that's just 14. Burial Ground, I should pick this up eventually. I watched Dirk and Darren's An Hour to Kill and stuff like that. Gizmo was there, and they talked about this film right here. I heard it's really, I heard it's pretty damn funny, specifically with this dude right here. Yeah, I heard it's kind of all over the place. Gates of Hell have opened. Yeah, it's definitely a zombie film, but it's and it comes. That's the Blu-ray, so it comes with a slipcover. So it's a good price for Blu-ray, $22 and stuff like that. So let's see. Kathy's Curse. Looks like that's a possession type of a film. Midnight. I've heard about this film right here. This is a Blu-ray with a slipcover for, that said that wrong. I almost said $5 on the other tab. I wonder, must be something going on with Severin's site and stuff like that too. I wouldn't pay $20 for a Blu-ray. Oh, never mind. I think Brian Goes Blue has this. I think he does. Yeah, a lot of stuff looks different. Slipcover only. So the slipcover is probably... Yeah, with the slipcover is that. Blu-ray only is 20. Slipcover only is 5. Okay, I see what they kind of did there. Never mind. So they're just like changing it up and stuff like that too. So Tom Savini did the makeup effects for this. Okay, so I think I remember Brian doing that on Gizmo's whatever his collection, one of his streams and stuff like that too. Dracula versus Frankenstein, $34. Let's do this Blu-ray. Just save 15% for that. Eyes of Fire. What's this one about? Let's see here. Secret of Sleeping in the Trees. It's a cool cover for that. So, what's the Sleeping Hollow type of the film? Some American folk horror film. Okay. Interesting. So it's a folk horror type of a film. Check that out. Like I say, not the best sales. I mean, Frankie and his pals DVD if you want the DVD for that. That's right. Got to remember it's from this price. $34. Yeah, wait for a better sale. I got that for $20. Highly recommend it. Shirts, blah blah blah. Changeling. I got this off of Amazon, I think, for $20 at the time. It comes with the slip and stuff like that too. Like I say, just watch that as part of my 31 Days of Halloween and stuff like that too. I love the film a lot. It's a classic. One of George C. Scott's best performances, in my opinion. The Black Cat. I only have a Fulci's The Black Cat. This one is, and yeah, this one's from Luigi Cosi. I like Luigi Cosi. He's kind of a Dario Argento fanboy a little bit. Because one of the Giallos I just watched for Giallo Wednesday, they don't even talk about that film. Yeah, five women for the killer and stuff like that. He mentions the film like once and stuff like that. Then it's all Dario love and all this other crap and stuff, which I don't mind. That's fine, but it's like, yeah, it's not what that's supposed to be on there for. He called, which is fine. You have your own opinion, but I believe it was him that said kind of that Sergio Martino is kind of like an imitator and stuff like that to everybody else. I'm like, damn, okay. So, but this may be worth checking out later on. I may wait for another sale and get it for that price and stuff like that because I like Fulci's version of this. So this may be pretty good too. So. The 4K of the Changeling. I heard this is a pretty good transfer, but people are saying that the second side one's a little bit better. And then the standard Blu-ray of that. Devil's Reign. I don't know about those. Looks like one of those older films. It's an all-star cast. Oh, yeah. William Shatner, Ernest Borgnine. Damn. Eddie Albert. Tom Skerritt. Oh, wow. Okay. And even John Travolta in his movie debut. Oh, wow. Okay. Robert Faust, the Indomitable Dr. Fate. Okay. Well, that looks interesting. All extras improved by Lucifer himself. Okay. Yeah, that's old William Shatner there. That looks almost like a film that I watched on. There's Mr. Borgnine there as a cool cult leader with the devil horns. The devil. Oh, this is Devil's Reign. Oh, is this based on a true story or loosely based on it? They need to correct me on that. But it kind of looks like the torture chamber of Dr. Sadism, which I saw on Amazon Prime, which I still believe is on there. I like that film. But Dungeon of Andy Milligan, Collection 9-disc Blu-ray box set. I don't know much about him and stuff like that, too. But, yeah, $125. $20 for that? That ain't bad for a Blu-ray. The Horror of Party Beach. So, interesting stuff there. Plaga Zombie Trilogy. So not too much here. The Uncanny with Peter Cushing, Donald Pleasance, Ray Milland, and Susan Pilligan. This looks like this has a Tale of the Black Cat on it too. I've heard about this one. Let's see. Yeah, anthology. Peter Cushing, randomly on Donald Pleasance. Samantha. Oh yeah, Samantha Egger's in here. Yeah, from The Brood. She's also in Curtains. Good actress, and yeah, John Vernon. He's in here too. So yeah, that's interesting. So maybe at 22 if you're into anthologies and stuff like that. 77, not too bad. Getting into more of those films of the later 70s. I was born in 79, so kind of going back like a little bit, so not too bad. Then Vi, this one right here, I've heard about this film. It's like a creature feature type of a thing, so yeah, interesting stuff in there. So who knows, that may be worth it. And that's it for that. So yeah, that's kind of it for that. Just like kind of one page there. So not like a lot. Like I said, to Brad's point here. Yeah, Sevrin Black Friday sale will have better prices. Yeah, totally agree with that. Yeah, like I said, I was kind of like, Day of Judgment is boring as hell. Okay, I was kind of thinking that anyway. It just looked interesting seeing that was the one with William Shatner, right? So I was like going, yeah, it looks really, really trippy, stuff like that. Yeah, still have the Uncanny. Love me some Peter Cushing. Yeah, I'm guessing. I just recently found that out that him and Peter Cushing and, of course, Christopher Lee were very good friends. And, yeah, that's why you kind of see him in a lot of those films together, him playing Dracula and then Cushing playing Van Helsing or something like that. They're also in another one called Murder Express, I think it's called, something like that, too. I think they're both in that as well. But, yeah, Peter Cushing is great. I have like a 20-film Hammer set on Blu-ray that was released when Hammer was under Columbia Pictures, I think, which is a division of Sony now. So has a very, basically, Peter Cushing looks like Tarkin with black hair. You know what I mean? Looks just like him, of course. Always had that look of a villain, in my opinion. And, yeah, I know he played Sherlock Holmes, twice or something like that. I think he played Sherlock Holmes in The Hound of Baskerville. I may be wrong. So all good stuff. Anyway, so yeah, that was a quick what I watched in September, and just a quick look at that sale, which is like what Brad said, I would wait for a sale and stuff like that too. So it's just better just to wait for the sale. That's what I'm starting to do now. You know what I mean? I just have some stuff eventually coming. Hopefully coming. The shop app was a bad idea, in my opinion, and stuff like that. It gives you the FOMO badness with all that greatness. So keep on looking at when my stuff's going to ship out, which will probably be towards the end of the month, I'm thinking. So because a few of those are pre-orders, that's why my Orbit order's on hold. Yeah, thanks for everyone for joining. I appreciate it. Thanks, Anthony. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Not too bad. A little under an hour and stuff like that. Try to kind of go as quick as I can and stuff like that too. And, it is Thursday and all this other stuff too. And I'll be doing my Fulci Friday tomorrow, and that will be Demonia. So I'm sticking with the 31 Days of Horror there. So it kind of keeps me caught up with that because I've been working nights because a few people are on vacation at my store and stuff like that. So it's 2 to 11. So, and then I just put that in and stuff like that. And sometimes it seems to go to the next morning, so I'm kind of catching up on that. So it's all good. That'll kind of break my stuff that I've watched for the 31 Days of Halloween with Demonia, because that's nunsploitation. And a lot of the stuff I've watched is haunting house stuff. I started with The Changeling, Burn Offerings, the Amityville Horror, stuff like that too. All great films. God. I plan on doing a versus video myself. I kind of like that idea of the Changeling versus Burn Offerings. That's going to be very interesting because I love both those films. Oh my God, Burn Offerings is just a banger, dude. I appreciate Anthony for mentioning that. when he had it and stuff like that. More people need to check that out. I mean, the great Oliver Reed, my God, what an actor. Karen Black, that's an all-star cast in that film. Anyway, I've kind of ranted on enough. Thank you all for joining again. You all have a great evening. I enjoyed the spooky weekend showing up. And I'll see you all tomorrow for Fulci Friday. You all take care. If you could, slash the like, Sleeping Bag Kill the subscribe. Again, up to 70 awesome people subscribe to me. Some of them are probably from the demons from the depths of hell, from Fulci's hell that have opened up and stuff like that, and just decided to subscribe to me in this great weird state of California. And I'll see you all next time. Guys, take care.